Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Polkadot. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that before watching this one. It's going to be linked in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Now, taking a look at the daily chart, as you can see, Polkadot is pulling back down. We've seen a massive correction here. 54% for a high cap altcoin, that's quite a bit, but this is a really good buying opportunity. As you can tell, when you're down from the local top 54%, that's a good buying opportunity generally speaking. And from the bottom here in October, as you can see, we're still up from that. We are printing a higher low, which is very important, and we're dropping down to a previous support. So we had this area and we tested it as resistance, this orange block or this dark yellow block. Then we broke above it in December 2023, came back down with a quick little back test here in April a few months ago. Then we had a move to the upside from there, and then once again we're coming back down to that area. So as long as we can hold this as support, we can consolidate in this area, this should be good because we are still printing a higher low. That's what we want to see. Now, if things go south and we start dropping back down to the October 2023 low, well, that's when, when we can start wondering whether this downtrend is going to be continuing here and whether this here was just a fake out, because what we need is a higher high and a higher low for an uptrend, right? So we had this massive resistance level from August 2022 that we broke above, and then we had a correction right after that. So was this a fake out? Are we going to be dropping below the October low? We don't know as of right now. So we have to see how things play out, whether we hold this support or not. As you can see, we are sitting right below the golden ratio at $5.65. So we set up the fib from the top in March down to the bottom in October last year. So that's your fib at 0.618. Below that, you have the 0.786 at $4.61. But in between those two levels, you have another area here that you can take a look at. And if you zoom in, you can see that you have one retest all the way back in November 2023. Okay, and then actually two times you retested that area. Then August 2023 and July 2023. So you had multiple retests from that block, and that block is sitting between $4.97 down to $4.87. So if we have a flash crash, if something happens and we end up dropping real quick, we could end up wicking down here to that block and then recovering from there immediately. That happens sometimes. You can see these large wicks. For example, if we go back to, well, even if we go back here to the July 2022 correction, let's say, as you can see, a bunch of these wicks to the downside, and the same thing can happen again. We can have the same thing play out. So make sure you have those buy limit orders set up. If you're looking to add a safe altcoin to your portfolio, Polkadot is the way to go in my opinion. And we're still waiting for Polkadot 2.0. Kusama's being prepared for the upgrade. So things are going smoothly, but obviously it takes time. And I don't think they want to start rolling anything out during these bear market, or not bear market, but these corrective times, right? When it's more bearish, when the sentiment is bearish. But then again, what do I know? So that's what we have for the daily chart. Still printing a higher low, like I said, looking good. In terms of the RSI, we are very low. The last time we were this low was back in April during that correction there. And then before that, all the way back in October 2023. So generally speaking, this is a good buying opportunity. Yeah, this is a good buying opportunity. Okay, let's jump into the weekly chart now. And before we continue with the video, I want to give a quick shout out to my Patreon. If you're interested in getting more exclusive content, you want to support me as a creator, and you like what you're seeing here on YouTube and you want more, feel free to check out the Patreon. That's definitely a place for you. There's a 7-day free trial, which means you can get access to all of my content since the inception of the page. So that means you get podcasts, low cap gems, technical analysis, project reviews, and a whole bunch of other stuff. We try to do posts there on a daily basis. We cover airdrops and a lot of stuff that we don't really cover on YouTube because we don't have as much time. And of course, because patrons get more stuff and more content. And if you're interested in that, the link is down below in the description. Thank you all. Let's continue on with the video. All right, taking a look at the weekly, you can see we ran into the 0.385 level at $10.30, which is right past this August 2022 high. And as you can see, we did run into that exact same level at $9 again in December 2023. Then we slightly broke above it, and we printed the bullish cross even on the weekly, which was a major bullish sign. And as you can see right now, it looks like we're going to be printing a bearish cross. A similar situation played out with Bitcoin back in 2020 when we had the COVID dump. But is that going to be a similar situation where we have a bearish cross and a bullish cross immediately after that? We don't know. For that, we need to see a pump afterwards. But I do think we can be in this corrective / consolidating phase until September, right? We could print a bottom, let's say June, July, have a move to the upside. September, October, we come back down one more time, print a double bottom, and from there we start moving to the upside. So yes, it sounds tedious, annoying, and long, but this is the way the markets are. Another level for you to target is this pink trend line. As you can see, we had another retest here. So the first one was August 2022, February 2023, then November 2023. Then we broke above it, the pink trend line, and now we're coming back down to retest it as support possibly. So take a look at the pink trend line. We might just wick down there briefly. And we're holding this green block. Once again, $5.77 down to $5.50. Very important level. If you take a look at this over here, this was our resistance back in November 2022, May 2023, July 2023, November 2023, and then we broke above, and now we're coming back down to retest this green area as support. So that's good. Technically, Polkadot is not doing too bad, but if you zoom out and you take a look at where we were back in 2021, we haven't had much progress, right? We haven't had much progress. We can't really say that the sentiment has flipped for Polkadot. The charts haven't reversed fully, right? We did get the bullish cross confirmation with the weekly moving averages, but we haven't seen a proper break above the August 2022 high. We saw a fake out. What it looks right now is a fake out, and we rolled over immediately. We didn't hold the 20 EMA, we didn't hold the 55 EMA. So it's all about accumulating at these levels. If you're staking Polkadot, feel free to do that. Personally, I unstaked my tokens, I think around a month ago. So I'll be holding them on my ledger, and I'll see if we have any major pumps. Maybe I'll be swing trading. We'll see what happens. My patrons will definitely be advised first. If we take a look at the oscillators here, let's see what's going on. So the stochastic, as you can see, is back in the oversold, like we were back in August 2023. And then the weekly RSI is coming back down to 33.7, which is massive support for us since we bounced off of it in October last year and a few times in 2022. So it looks like we're trying to reset all of our oscillators, and we're trying to reset the candles here, the price action chart, of course. And after that, we'll be hoping to see another wave to the upside. So essentially what we're looking at is a wave 1, wave 2 here, and then the wave 3, which would potentially take us, let's say to $29, $40, $29, $30, $40 here, wave 4, and then the wave 5 potentially taking us to maybe below $100 by the end of this bull market. This would be a bullish scenario for Polkadot, of course. This would be assuming that Polkadot 2.0 would be successful in bringing in lots of new projects, more attention, more money into the ecosystem. That's the assumption there. If we just, if it does nothing, if it's going to be like meh, then we might at least come back up to the all-time high, 52, and that's going to be it for Polkadot in this bull market. Or worst case scenario is that we print a lower high. We get to 29, 30-ish dollars. Diminishing returns. That's what we see with a lot of the OG coins. But it seems that Polkadot hasn't reached its full potential yet, right? Because it launched literally during the bull market in 2020, and then we had a double top here, and that was it for Polkadot. So let's see what happens after we manage to break out of this massive sideways channel, right? We've been in this for so long, and after we have that massive breakout, hopefully to the upside, then we'll see if we can set some targets above $52. But for now, that's it for this video. Let me know, what are your targets for Polkadot? What is your average buying price? Thank you all for watching this video. Stay safe and take care.